What is up, my guys? It is the Sound Alchemist coming back at you with those 40 facts on the Warhammer 40K universe. Today's video will be all about the Tau drone. So I really like the drones because they show that the Tau are a highly advanced, or technologically advanced nation for that matter. Well, not a nation, a race. And they have AI in their drones, something that humanity had quite a while back, and then the AI turned on them. So is this some kind of foreshadowing for the Tau? Who knows? You gotta wait and see. Maybe GW goes that route. Maybe they decide to avoid that entirely. But anyway, I do like drones very much. And today we're going to be focusing on the drones that you don't really hear too much. Obviously you've got your mainstream ones such as your gun drone, your shield drone, but today I'm talking about the more obscure ones. So sit back, grab a few burrs, that's beer, or grab some chips and Coke. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy as we talk about 40 facts on the drones of the Tau Empire. So let us begin with the surveillance drone. So a surveillance drone, aka the monitor drone, is a Tau drone designed to be deployed at high altitudes to record and relay detailed sensory information back to the Tau. Each surveillance drone has a complex melange of radiation echo sensors, temperature gauges, multiple primary and secondary optical magnification filters, and vast memory banks to aid it in intelligence-gathering missions. Surveillance drones will often be deployed in large numbers across a wide area, where an AI-assembled mix of radar, laser grid, and high-altitude survey drone telemetry can be melded together to expand a single surveillance drone's field of vision. A surveillance drone sensory equipment is so powerful that they are even able to map out subterranean topography. Next up, we have the speaker drone. So a speaker drone, also known as a transmitter drone or a message drone, is a tiny drone equipped with a speaker on its top face and a microphone array on its bottom. They're primarily used for communication purposes, and speaker drones will usually roll over to expose the appropriate recorder or receiver as required. Multiple speaker drones grouped together can provide a clearer and louder message when transmitting in unison. Next up is one of my personal favorite, the slave drone. So slave drones are tiny drones that are sometimes provided to Tau fire warriors on special covert missions, such as during an enemy starship aborting action. They are highly loaded with high-density Klestak explosives, which they can be programmed with limited orders. For example, slave drones will often move to a specific position while evading incoming enemy fire before detonating themselves in a devastating explosion, capable of reducing even power-armored space marines to a pulp. So essentially, these types of drones are like a targeting grenade. So basically, you can program them to hide out, wait until the enemy is near, and then they just boom rush and explode. That's just pretty awesome in my opinion. Who needs grenades when you can use a freaking drone, right? Next up, we have the networking drone. So network drones are high-flying drones that support Tau aircraft, usually through the use of marker lights. Now they can also support ground troops as well with their marker lights. However, most of the time it is all Tau aircraft. The micro drone. Micro drone is a unique microscopic form of drone similar to that of nanobots, and it was invented by Shazre Ovesa. Microdrones usually operate within the body to support the psychological or physiological processes of repair as well as cellular damage repair. Their efforts keep him alive even in his extended age, that is, Ovesa. Maintenance drones. Maintenance drones are small drones used as part of a Tau vehicle's automated repair system. When released, these drones will quickly swarm over damaged parts of the vehicle and perform field repairs in the midst of battle. The light drone. Essentially a light bulb. So a light drone is a form of Tau drone that holds aloft a powerful source of light. Their mobile nature makes them very useful, and they can be deployed wherever needed, such as in command meetings. The emitter drone. Minuscule in size, emitter drones are released in large swarms by a Tau vehicle, usually equipped with decoy launchers, and they serve as a defensive measure against enemy missiles. The Courier Drone. A courier drone is a torpedo-like spacecraft used by the Tau Empire to communicate between distant worlds and the various Tau septs. These drones are entirely controlled by their governing drone intelligence and are able to make interstellar jumps to deliver their encoded messages. The console drone is a small drone that is merely a sleek and intelligent floating console screen that displays information. They are commonly found within console drone swarms, and they aid in displaying information to Tau commanders or in an aircast void ship captain, depending on the usage. And then we have control drones. So a control drone is a tiny drone often found as a swarm hovering around an important Tau official. Each control drone is inscribed with a simple touch control icon, and it's used to dispatch relevant commands and orders to other Tau and AI systems far away. They are most commonly used in aircast commanders that are managing their void ships. The Chaff Drone. A chaff drone is a large and blocky Tau drone that can be deployed by Tau ships as a defensive measure against enemy torpedoes. When deployed, they are released outwards from hatchways in swarms and will use their heat-seeking systems to home in on incoming ordnance and neutralize it with pulses of magnetic interfaces to scramble their guidance systems. If necessary, these drones will even place themselves in direct way of the torpedo to detonate it prematurely. And next up is the the camera drone. A camera drone is a small form of Tau drone equipped with a single camera and video recorder. They are often used to record and document events and interviews, and they have been used in battle to record enemy unit movements. And lastly, we have the Mb3 Guardian Drone. So this drone was developed in response to the high number of casualties suffered amongst Fire Warrior breacher teams. It is able to project a mobile invisible force field that forms a dome over the breacher teams, and that drone accompanies them everywhere they go. Because the shield has a large area of effect, it isn't as powerful as that of a dedicated shield drone. However, footage exists of a Guardian drone's shield turning aside shots from an Imperial las cannon. The protective ability of the Guardian drone is usually further bolstered by the field amplifier relays worn by members of Fire Warrior breacher teams. Skimming low over the battlefield, drones dart through even the most tangled terrain with ease. Each small disc-shaped machine is guided by an artificial intelligence, its capabilities further boosted by the other drones within its network. Targeting telemetry and threat analysis data flows back and forth between the drones as they advance, ensuring that the moment one AI in the network becomes aware of something, its counterparts are instantly appraised of this new data. If drones were simply swift and clever, they would be enough of a threat as scouts and spies. However, the addition of twin-linked pulse carbines mounted beneath the carapace of each gun drone, they become exceptionally dangerous military assets. Many foes underestimate drones due to their small size. Most often than not, these unfortunate ones have paid for this mistake with their lives. When a network of drones open fires, they do so with a hail of shots, the fire patterns of each drone intricately overlapping to optimize rate of fire and damage inflicted. Should individual drones be shot down or smashed from the air, their surviving comrades instantly adjust their placement to compensate, not letting up the barrage for even a moment. So have many formations of elite infantry found themselves pinned down and blown apart by the small flying machines that they had initially dismissed as worthless. Throughout the years of Tau expansion, drones have been adapted for a multitude of uses within the Tau military, and, as the Third Sphere expansion pushes outward, they have varied ever more in size and in nature. Marker lights, shield generators, missile pods, and even gravity inhibitors and homing beacons can be borne into battle by drones. It is the belief of the Earth caste that there is nothing they cannot adapt a drone to do, and as they make steadily increases in their AI technology, the roles that drones fulfill on the battlefield and in civilian society become increasingly specialized. The horror with which the Imperium regards these so-called thinking machines causes the Earth caste technicians no little bewilderment and a deep-seated disquiet. Technology is the great gift of the Tau race, and their mastery of that which they create is absolute. In the face of such glorious advancement, the fears of the Imperium are a worse sort of barbaric superstition. and ignorance that must be surely be expunged from the galaxy before true enlightenment can be achieved. And now let's talk about each individual drone, beginning with the Mb3 Gun Drone. Mounting underslug twin-linked pulse carbines, gun drones provide their controller with additional covering fire support. The Mb4 Shield Drone. Projecting a powerful counter-ballistic force field, shield drones protect their operators from harm. The Mb7 Marker Drone. Fitted with a marker light and predictive tracking module, marker drones can pinpoint targets and call in seeker missiles as they please. The Mb8 Missile Drone. These missile drones launches volleys of lethal explosive warheads at the foe. The Mb31 Pulse Accelerator Drone. The Pulse Accelerator drone augments the pulse weaponry of its operator squad, lending greater range to their fire. The Mb33 Grav Inhibitor Drone. This drone hovers protectively at its operator's shoulder, driving back the enemy with thrumming gravity waves. The Mb52 Shield Drone. This prototype drone emits a potent force shield capable of blocking even the most powerful of attacks. The Mb84 Shielded Missile Drone. The shielded missile drone uses its cohesive energy fields to absorb incoming shots, while its missiles arc out to destroy the foe. The Mb62 Command Link Drone. The hardened comm arrays of the drones relays the commander's plans to their troops with lightning speeds. The Mb36 Guardian Drone. The Guardian Drone has emitters that project a protective energy field to nearby field amplifier relay units. The Mb3 Recon Drone. The Recon Drone mounts an array of support systems to aid Pathfinder teams out in the battlefield. And lastly, we have the Sniper Drone team. One moment, the enemy advances through cover with their weapons at the ready. The next, pinpoint volleys of sniper drones long-shot fire whip through the mists, bursting skulls, detonating ammo packs, cutting the legs from under those who flee, and blasting the guts out of those who stand and fight. Shock and panic take hold as more warriors fall by the second. Comm troopers, officers, weapons specialists, all are punched off their feet with frightening speed, until the foe's ability to fight back is utterly destroyed. As the last frantic survivors flee back towards their own lines, the fire-sight marksman nods with quiet satisfaction, safe within his shielded hide as he begins scanning for the next target for his hovering sniper drones. And finally, I will end it with this little snippet of lore. So many Tau commanders make extensive use of drones in battle. They use them as automated scouts or fast-moving fire reserves, sometimes sending them across the battlefield from low orbit, or even burying them under thin layers of topsoil or snow, ready to ambush incautious foes. Whatever their use is, drones are not considered expendable assets, but instead celebrated as invaluable helpers and programmed for self-preservation whenever possible. And that brings us to the end of yet another 40 Facts lore. So what did you guys think about these drones? Very tactically used, and overall a great means of reconnaissance or even warfare for that matter. A volley from a squad of networked drones is not something to laugh at. As you guys have heard here, they can literally take down and pin down even the heaviest hitters from other 40k armies. Now in my opinion, the drones are kind of used as just wounds right now, since we just have the index for the Tau Empire. Most of the times whenever you do see drones out on the battlefield, they're just there to protect their commanders. Not much else. I mean, sometimes you'll see them use marker lights, but usually Pathfinders play that role a little bit better. Hopefully with the Codex coming out, they do something way cooler. For example, in 7th edition, they had I forgot what it was called, it was like the drone network, where if you bring at least 4 squads of drones, you up their BS by +1, I believe, so it makes them more efficient. And so whether you're trying to shoot down stuff with your carbines, or you're trying to do marker lights, they're going to do their job better. If you guys have any other questions, any other suggestions, anything like that, put them down in the comments below. We tend to use the suggested ones and tally them up, and then that's the next video to come out. So if you want your video out, just suggest it below. Also, don't forget, we do have a Patreon page. It's only a simple $1 a month. We do Patreon specific for the Greater Wars, as well as some creepypastas and stuff like that, so check it out. And stay subscribed, because we post 40K videos each and every day. As always, guys, I am the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.